and welcome back to another installment of Sunday STEM with the infamous Miss Remy Mae. You can see she's being a little shy today, but that's quite all right because I'm sure she's going to perk up in just a second. So today we are going to make fizzy ice. Ooh. Now, the way we're going to make this fizzy ice is we're going to cause a chemical reaction. Do you guys remember what a chemical reaction is? May, do you remember what a chemical reaction is? So for a chemical reaction, we're going to need two things. We're going to need an acid and we're going to need a base. So in terms of our materials that we need, you need a large container to put your ice in, which inevitably is going to be the area where you are going to have your fizzy ice. We chose to use a half of a compartment of a styrofoam takeout carrier just for the simple fact that it's elevated so it can kind of catch that chemical reaction and not create a big mess, because we of course don't want any big messes, right, May? All right, you would want a clear cup, vinegar, food coloring, baking soda, and of course, last but certainly not least, ice. All right, so May, which one is an acid? That is absolutely correct. The acid is indeed the vinegar. So we're going to start with our vinegar first. You're going to do about a half a cup of vinegar. So here's our clear cup. We're going to pour our vinegar on in there. And now we're going to make our vinegar colored. So, May, your participation time again. Which color do you want? Oh, was that red or blue?
Was that red?
Let's see. Let's take the red and the blue out. May, which color? Red. Red it is. So we are going to put a few drops of red food coloring in our vinegar. All right, so I put in 4 drops. And as you can tell on the side of the screen, you can see that the vinegar is becoming red. So now let's prepare to set up our ice. So you have your large container. You're going to put a little bit of baking soda to line your container. And remember, baking soda is our base. So you want to make sure that your ice is good and crushed, but you also have a mixture of sizes. So as you can see in this handful that I got some small pieces and I got some big pieces because we're going to try to make some mounds. All right. So, and when you think of mounds, think of like mountains. So we're going to try to do a jagged mountain. So we're going to have some everywhere. Maybe you sniffing out this mountain? What you think? All right. And now, in between your mounds, and you see we got some ice that's stuck together, but that works out perfectly. You're going to put some more baking soda there. Now remember, what happens when an acid and a base comes together? That's when we have a chemical reaction. And think about the sound that this type of chemical reaction may make. So I know with the visionaries, we talked about the sound of the acid when it gets together with the baking soda or a base, that it decides to fight a little bit and it makes a noise. What's that noise that it makes? Alrighty. So you see we have different levels. We got jaggedness going, and we're going to do another layer. And once again, stuck together ice works to your benefit. Oh, May, you ready for this? Hopefully it doesn't get too messy. All right. And of course, what do you guys think we're going to do next? What are we going to do next, babe? We doing this or this? Oh, you want to do this next? All right. So May wants to put in the colored vinegar, but I would actually advise for us, because we want to have a good chemical reaction, to put a little bit more baking soda in there. So, Mrs. Burr, it's almost like we're cooking. Huh?
Yes.
Like we're getting ready to bake some delicious cookies. But instead, it's going to be a very beautiful landscape of fizzy ice. So let's make sure that we have everything out the camera view so you can see. May, you ready? Are you ready? Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
Oh, geez.
Oh, and this is why we did it in a container, because definitely on one side it's already overflowing. So Mae Mae, you see that? And you can slightly hear the sound. So Mae, you see what you did? And look, because Mae Mae chose red, and of course after so much water has diluted that food coloring, it becomes pink. So here is our beautiful pink chemical reaction. Thank you, Miss Mae. Thank you, Mrs. Brewer.
You're welcome.
And that was our Sunday STEM moment.